in Washington. The Supreme Court ruled there cannot be a nativity scene in Washington, D.C. this Christmas. This isn't for any religious or constitutional reason. They simply have not been able to find 3 wise men, a virgin, in the nation's capital. But there was no problem, however, finding enough asses to fill the And this next one is Republicans in Hell.
We got some here.
Well, they delivered it. While walking down the street one day, a Republican head of state is tragically hit by a truck and dies. His soul arrives in heaven and is met by St. Peter at the entrance. "Welcome to heaven," says St. Peter. "Before you settle in, there seems to be a problem here. We seldom see a high official around these parts, you see, so we're not sure what to do with you." "Well, no problem, just let me in," says the Republican. "Well, I'd just like to, but I have orders from higher up. What we'll do is have you spend 1 day in hell and 1 day in heaven. Then you can choose where to spend eternity." So, really, I've made up my mind. I want to be in heaven, says the Republican head of state. "Well, I'm sorry, but we have our rules." And with that, St. Peter escorts the Republican to the elevator, and he goes down, down, down to hell. The doors open, and he finds himself in the middle of a green golf course. In the distance, a club, and standing in front of it are all his friends and other politicians who had worked with him. Everyone's happy, and in the evening, dress. They run to greet him, hug him, and reminisce about the good times they had while getting rich at the expense of the people. They play a friendly game of golf and then dine on lobster and caviar. Also present is the devil, a Republican too, who really is a very friendly guy who has a good time dancing and telling jokes. They are having such a good time that before he realizes it is time to go. Everyone gives him a hug and waves while the elevator rises. The elevator goes up, 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 and the door reopens on heaven, where St. Peter is waiting for him. Now it's time to visit heaven. So 24 hours pass, and the Republican head of state joins a group of contented souls moving from cloud to cloud and playing the harp and singing, and they have a good time. And before he realizes it, the 24 hours have gone by, and St. Peter returns. "Well then, you've spent a day in hell and another in heaven. Now choose your eternity." He reflects for a minute. Then the head of state answers, "Well, I would never have thought it. I mean, heaven has been delightful, but I think I would be better off in hell." So St. Peter escorts him to the elevator, and he goes down, down, down to hell. Now the doors of the elevator open, and he is in the middle of a barren land, covered with water and garbage, and he sees all his friends dressed in rags, picking up the trash and putting it in black bags. The devil comes over to the Republican and lays his arm on his neck. "I don't understand," stammered the Republican head of state. "Yesterday, I was here, and there was a golf course and club, and we ate lobster and caviar and danced and had a great time. Now, all there is wasteland full of garbage, and my friends look miserable." The devil looks at him and smiles. "Yesterday, we were campaigning. Today, you voted."